governance expert Dr. Eric Odrosai said it's not surprising the Bank of Ghana is yet to sanction its officials involved in the collapse of the 7 local banks. According to him, Parliament must probe and, when necessary, prosecute officials whose negligence led to the collapse of the banks. The governance expert further said Parliament's in-camera holding of the banking crisis investigation is in the right direction, arguing issues relating to the central bank are too sensitive to allow for public hearing of the matter. Emmanuel Jivenu has more in this report.
Ghana is a strategic regulatory institution. They backstop our financial management system. And in financial management, confidence in the banking sector, confidence is important. So I would say that we should allow them to hold it in camera until such a time that they think that the information they are disseminating out, it's not security risk. Because we have some information with Bank of Ghana. If they put it out there, it will collapse the entire banking sector, and we don't want that. So I think the way Parliament is proceeding is good, but I advise Parliament to go all out to get those who failed to act and cite them for professional negligence so that we can take them to court and, if possible, prosecute them. And if we are able to be successful, let them be convicted, and then let it become a deterrent to all others.
Governance expert speaking to my colleague Emmanuel Jivenu. Now, the Finance Ministry and KPMG are to appear before Parliament's Finance Committee in-camera probe on the collapsed banks. Joseph Obukugapo joins us on the line from Parliament. Hello, Joseph.
Good morning, Benny.
Good morning to you. It's another day of the probe, the second day actually. Who have you spotted and what are you gathering from the committee?
So actually, the Finance Ministry officials appeared yesterday, led by the Deputy Finance Minister, Charles Kwahine, the officials of KPMG, and also PricewaterhouseWC. They are the ones who are appearing before the committee this morning. You would know that they are the receivers who were initially asked by the Bank of Ghana to take over the running of some of the banks and help put things in place before there was the eventual consolidation, and even before the Ghana Commercial Bank absorbed 2 of the collapsed banks. And the expectation is that at the level of the Finance Committee, they will be doing some interrogation of the audit report that these 2 firms wrote before the banks were eventually kicked back, and seeking to get a firm understanding of some of the concerns that they spotted, based on which the Bank of Ghana decided to eventually take over the banks. And additionally, a little later in the day, officials from the Consolidated Bank Ghana Limited, we gather led by the managing director himself, will also be appearing before the committee. And it's expected that that would be a more expanded discussion. We gather that issues about the very legality based on which the bank was established will come up for conversation. Issues about job losses as a result of the consolidation of the bank, some of the concerns that members of the committee will be seeking responses from, and how the bank would be able to possibly pay back the investment that government has made into it, something we gather is in the region of more than 4 billion Ghana cedis. Those are the issues that we addressed when the Consolidated Bank officials appeared before the committee later today.
All right. Joseph, yesterday, Bolga Central MP Isaac Adongo stormed out of that probe on the collapse of the 7 banks. Have you spoken to other members of the committee? Do they share similar concerns? What exactly is the reaction to his action?
So the minority side, for example, have dissociated themselves from his action. Speaking of the minority side on the committee, that's the Finance Committee, the ranking member himself is supporting it out of the country. So the church itself, NCC Kwete, is the one leading the minority side as far as the role that they're playing in this probe is concerned at the level of the Finance Committee. He's made it very clear that they, the minority side, are not associated with this boycott. Earlier, Benjamin Kodo, who is also a member of the committee, noted that they shared his concerns that more documents were needed, but the minority side insists that those requests for the documents as and when it comes, but they are not sanctioning his decision to boycott the committee sitting. So the rest of the minority side will continue with the sitting. The chairman of the committee himself, Dr. Marcus Kweyebwa, has also indicated that as far as he's concerned, Mr. Adongo's claim that this committee sitting would amount to nothing is not entirely accurate. because they are asking the tough questions, they are getting the expected responses, and they will come up with good recommendations. So they are rejecting his claim that the committee system was amount to a cover-up and that it would be a rubber stamp.
Thank you very much, Joseph Opoku-Gakpo there joining us from Parliament. We'll bring you all the updates you need to hear here on the JoyNews channel. Even as the Finance Committee in Parliament expects PricewaterhouseCoopers and officials of the Consolidated Bank Ghana Limited to appear before them as they probe the collapse of 7 banks.